Now, we see that the verb form tener, that means to have, when we conjugate the verb tener in present tense, okay? Right now, we are learning the conjugation in present tense. So, for yo, it's yo tengo, tú tienes, usted, él, ella, tiene, nosotros, nosotras tenemos, vosotros, vosotras tenéis, ustedes, ellos, ellas tienen. Okay? What do they mean? So they mean I have. I have. Okay? You have. That is informal. Now, usted tiene, él tiene, ella tiene. Usted tiene means you have, formal. Él tiene means he has. And ella tiene means she has. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Nosotros, nosotras means we have. Vosotros, vosotras
Okay.
means you all have. That is informal. And ustedes tienen means you all have. That is formal. Ellos tienen means they have, for masculines. And ellas tienen means they have, feminine. All right?
Yes, sir.
So, do you have any question regarding them? Or is that clear to you?
It's clear, but just to. Okay, never mind.
All good?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to tell you a very good thing about the verb tener. I'm going to tell you where and how we use the verb tener. Okay? So, the topic would be using tener. Now, there are 3 or 4 types of usage where we can use the verb tener. Okay, I'm going to tell you all those situations where you can use the verb tener one by one. All right?
Okay.
So pay attention now. Now, the first usage of tener is to show possession. Okay? Possession. So it means when you have something in your possession, you can describe that by using the verb tener. Now, there are some examples. Like, examples, I have a book. Okay. Another example could be, you have a car. Okay. Another example could be, she has a cat. All right. Now, all of these 3 sentences show the possession. I have a book means I possess this book. I have it in my possession. You have a car means you have a car. You possess a car. And she has a cat. So when we translate these kind of sentences, when we show possession in Spanish, we show the possession with the usage of verb tener. I have a book. For I, you have the word yo, right? Now, how do you conjugate the verb tener for yo? What is the conjugation of tener for yo?
Sorry. Oh wait. Sorry. That's fair. Sorry. Tengo.
Exactly. So it would be yo tengo a book, un libro. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. So here you can replace this book with any noun, like we have replaced the book with car and cat in the other sentences. So whatever object you want to put here, you can, and you just need to use the verb tener, the different conjugation of tener according to the person that you're talking about. Okay. So I have a book, yo tengo un libro. You have a car. Now, if you're using this in the informal sense, then you would say tú. What would be the conjugation of tener here? Tell me.
Tienes.
Correct. Tú tienes un carro or coche. Okay. Now,
Yes.
if I want to translate it in the formal sense, then I would say usted, and the conjugation would be tiene, and the rest of the sentence would remain the same. Usted tiene un carro or coche. Okay.
Yes.
I had another sentence here. He has a cat. So how would I translate this? I would say ella. And what would be the conjugation for ella?
Ella tiene.
Exactly. Very good. Ella tiene un gato. Right?
Yes.
Ella tiene un gato or gata. It depends if the cat is a male cat or a female cat. So if it's a male cat, then it would be ella
Yes.
tiene un gato. If it's a female cat, then it would be ella tiene una gata. Okay?
Yes.
Any confusions with that? Is that clear?
No. Yes.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. So it was the first usage of the verb tener. Now let's see what is the second usage? Are you noting them down? Adya, you're taking the notes?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I'm also recording this session, so I will also put this on my YouTube channel. So if you want to refer it to it again, you can go to my YouTube channel. You have my YouTube channel, right?
No.
You don't have. I will share the link with you. So there you can go to the YouTube channel, and if you want to refer to this session again, you can refer to this session on YouTube. Okay? If you want to listen to anything again. All right?
Yes.
But you should take notes. Taking notes
Yes.
always helps you. All right? Okay. So the other usage is to tell or ask the age. I believe I told you this earlier as well. Did I? That you use the verb tener to tell and ask for age?
Yes.
Okay. You remember that. Good. So, for example, if you want to ask the age to someone, in English you say, how old are you? And the Spanish translation becomes, ¿cuántos años tienes? If this is informal. En cuántos años tiene if this is formal. Okay. And to answer this question, we again use the verb tener. I am 12 years old. So in Spanish, we use the verb tener and we say, yo tengo 12 años. Okay. So I told you that in Spanish, we don't literally ask how old are you. We say how many years do you have? And in the same manner, we reply that I have these many years, right? Tell the age.
Yes.
Okay. Take a note. Next usage. To describe physical sensation or a feeling. What are those? For example, to feel hungry. Okay.
Yes.
So the first one is to feel hungry. So when you feel hungry, so the phrase to describe feeling hungry is tener hambre. Note it down. Tener hambre. So I have an example here. If you want to say, I am hungry. Now, to say I am hungry, you have to use the verb tener. And along with tener, you have to use the word hambre. So, what is the verb for I? It's yo, right?
Yes.
And when you conjugate tener for yo, what is the conjugation for tener for yo?
Sorry.
What is the conjugation of tener for yo?
Tengo.
Good. So, yo tengo hambre. It means I am hungry or I am feeling hungry. Okay.
Yes.
So, if you want to say, for example, if you want to say he is hungry, how would you say that? Now tell me.
He is. So, we start off by he, which is. Wait, will it? It's not plural, so
No, it's not plural.
be L.
Mm-hmm.
Cute.
L?
Sorry. Yeah, that's for another one. It's just got in my mind. Sorry. That's for tiene,
Good.
right?
L T N A.
Hambre.
Very good. Excellent. L T N A. Hambre. So it means he is hungry. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the second sensation would be to feel thirsty. And that will work in the same way. To feel thirsty. Now, the phrase for describing feeling thirsty is tener sed. Okay.
Okay.
So if I want to say, I am thirsty, how would I say this?
You would
Tell me.
say yo.
Mm-hmm.
Will you say tengo?
Exactly. For yo, it's tengo always. Yo tengo.
And sed.
Exactly. Yo tengo sed. I am thirsty. Okay. Now, if I want you to say, he is thirsty, how would you say this? He is thirsty.
She is thirsty would be ella
Mm-hmm.
tiene sed.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Excellent. Ella tiene sed. Okay. Now, the next sensation would be, so we have feeling hungry, feeling thirsty. The next would be to feel cold. The phrase for that would
To
be
feel
cold. Yeah. Tener frío. Tener frío. How would you say, I am feeling cold? How would you say this?
you would say yo
Mm-hmm.
tengo
Mm-hmm.
frío.
Yeah, frío. Yo tengo frío.
Frío.
Yeah. I'm feeling cold. You got it?
Yes.
Next is to feel hot. It would be tener calor. So the example sentence would be, he is feeling hot. Would be él tiene calor.
Okay.
Understood? And the last one is to be afraid. To be afraid. And the phrase for that would be tener miedo. Can you repeat that?
Tener miedo.
Well, tener miedo. So if I want to say, I'm afraid, then I would say, tengo miedo. Make
Wouldn't you
sense?
say yo
Well,
tengo
yes,
miedo?
I would say yo tengo miedo, but you know, in Spanish, I can drop the personal pronoun because what's the reason behind that? The reason behind that is when I conjugate a verb. So when I use a conjugated form of the verb, the conjugated form of the verb tells itself that for which person it has been used. Because tengo can only be used for yo, not for any other person, right? So as soon as I say tengo miedo, it means that I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about yo. So I can drop yo. So it's optional. If I want to, if I want to say the entire sentence, then I can say yo tengo miedo. If I just want to say tengo miedo, that's perfectly fine as well. That makes sense?
Yes.
Good. So, did you take a note of these expressions?
Yes. I'm not completed. That's why I took some photos so I can complete it later.
All right. Okay. So today I'll be telling you another verb. Okay. So we have done the verb querer, to want. Do you remember that verb? Querer.
Yes.
Do you remember the conjugation for querer?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Querer means to want. Okay. Tell me the conjugation of querer. How do you conjugate querer? Yo.
So it will be yo
Mm-hmm.
quiero. Like
Yes. Yes. Yo quiero to.
quiero. Then it will be tú quieres.
Very good. Tú quieres. And usted, él, ella.
Quiere.
Very good. Quiere. Nosotros, nosotras.
It's like queremos.
Queremos. Ya. Queremos. Queremos. Ok. Vosotros
Yes.
and vosotras.
Quieres.
Queréis. Queréis.
Queréis.
Ya. Ustedes, ellos, ellas. What is that?
Querían. Quieren.
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 Quieren. Oh,
Quieren.
right. Adya, you have to repeat them a number of times. Okay.
Yes.
To get the correct pronunciation. If you are not getting the correct pronunciation, then you won't be able to convey your message to the other person. All right. So try to repeat them again and again until you speak them correctly. Okay. So let me tell you a method. What you can do whenever you have time, whenever you want to revise them, you just can go through like this. Yo quiero, tú quieres, usted ella quiere, nosotros queremos, tú queréis, vosotros queréis, ustedes, ellos, ellas quieren. Okay. So another method would be you can just go in a fast manner. Quiero, quieres, quiere, queremos, queréis, quieren. Quiero, quieres, quiere, queremos, queréis, quieren. This is how you can repeat them. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And if you ever face any difficulties in learning those verbs, in learning those conjugations, just tell me. I will give you super easy method to repeat them and to learn them. Okay? But you have to repeat them. You have to learn them. Yeah?
Yes.
It's necessary. All right. Now let's come to another word. So today I'm going to tell you another verb. That is, you can take a note. The verb is hablar. Means to speak or to say. Okay.
Okay.
Now, before we conjugate this verb, I want to tell you something else about verbs. In Spanish, we have three types of words. Three types of verb Number one, the verbs which end in AR. Those are called AR verbs. Number two are ER verbs. And the third ones are IR verbs. Okay. Right now, we'll be talking about AR verbs only. Okay. So, whenever we see a verb, we need to see the ending of the verb. Now, here you can see the verb hablar. The verb hablar ends in AR. You see that? Hablar. So, we break the verb in two parts. So, we separate the ending and we separate the first part. This first part is called the stem of the verb. And this is called the ending of the verb. Okay.
Okay.
So whenever we conjugate these verbs, right now I'm just talking about AR verbs, which end in AR. Now, these verbs always and always follow a set pattern. So if you learn that pattern, then you will be able to conjugate any AR verb in the word. Okay. You just need to learn the pattern. So let's move to the pattern. So hablar, here we have the stem as aga a be ele. Yeah? H a be ele. So yo, tú, usted, él, ella, and I write the stem here. The stem is HABL. The stem is HABL. Stem is HABL. Then I move to the plurals. Here I have nosotros, nosotras, vosotros, vosotras, and ustedes, ellos, ellas. So for it, I write the stem here again, HABL, HABL, HABL. Adya, if before we end this, if the session ends, you can join again with the same link. Okay, we will complete this.
Okay.
If we complete this within this session, then it's okay. All right. So now I will be giving them the ending. So for yo, I add o. So it becomes hablo. For tú, I add as. It becomes hablar. And for usted, él, ella, I add a. Habla. For nosotros, nosotras, I add amor. It becomes hablamos. For vosotros, vosotras, I add is. It becomes habláis. And for ustedes, ellos, ellas, I add an. So it becomes hablan. So this is the pattern. Whenever you see an AR verb, you just need to break the verb into two parts, take the stem and add these addings.
Okay. So just one. I need to take a
Yeah.
picture.
Go ahead. I will explain this verb to you and more AR verbs to you in the next class that we are going to have on Monday. All right?
Okay.
So don't worry. So right now you just need to remember that you need to break the verb into two parts, take the stem and add these endings. So it becomes hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos, habláis, hablan. I speak, you speak, he, she speak, we speak, you all speak, they speak. Got the point?
Yes.
Yeah. So I believe this is enough for today. We will continue on Monday and we will continue from hablar and we'll move towards other words. All right. Until then, I would ask you to practice these verbs that we have learned today. Practice querer, practice hablar, and practice and learn the usage of tener. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you very much.